We finally made it to the end of the 3-round mock drafts, and we've got your Super Bowl champion, Philadelphia Eagles, pick number 32. And what do you get a team that has everything? Best player available. And that's what I did 3 times. And it is shocking how much talent they add, even picking with the last pick in every single round. I'm Jeremy Green of NFLDraft.net and ESPN Radio Asheville, and this is the 3-round mock draft for the Philadelphia Eagles. I'm unapologetic. Philadelphia could very possibly lose players in free agency. You got Josh Sweat, you got Milton Williams, Zach Bond. I believe they will re-sign Milton Williams and Zach Bond and let Josh Sweat walk. That is the assumption that I am going into this. So at pick number 32, I take the best pass rusher, and you'll never believe the one that fell to them. Mykel Williams out of Georgia. The reason that he falls is that I feel like teams are going to look at him, especially teams that play 3-4, and say, if he can stand up, then why didn't he? I kept hearing Kirby Smart say, oh, we're going to stand him up, but you never did. So then you look at the fact that he didn't necessarily have the highest level of production in terms of 17 sacks, I believe, is the number he had across 3 years at Georgia. Had a lot of hurries, 15 this year, 17 the year before, 25 the year before that. He consistently got 2 quarterbacks. He just didn't take down quarterbacks. Pass rush win rate was not as high as you would expect at 11.1%, but he's a really good run defender, and I think he has the potential to be a really good pass rusher. I look at him in Philadelphia and just go, this would be another Georgia Bulldog that falls right in the lap of Howie Roseman, that he turns into a 10-year starter, and we just keep doing this. If James Pierce were to fall here, I would say the same thing about him. There are character issues with him. Mike Green's not going to fall here, I don't think, but he has some potential character red flags as well. But here at 32, I go Mykel Williams, edge rusher out of Georgia. Pick 64, I'm going to add a weapon to the offense because this kid should not still be on the board, but he is. At 64, Harold Fannin Jr., tight end out of Bowling Green. This is not necessarily a need for Philadelphia. They don't have a lot of needs. Linebacker has been absolutely run through, and they don't tend to invest in that anyway. And the thought of having 2 tight end sets with Harold Fannin and Dallas Goedert and being able to use the athleticism of the leading receiver in college football this past year, it was too tantalizing for me to ignore. I couldn't resist. I like Fannin. He did not have the greatest week at the Senior Bowl. He was better on Wednesday and Thursday. He started really slow, and it was just obvious that the level of competition had kind of gotten to him. He was PFF's number 1 rated tight end 2 years in a row, 96.4 receiving grade this past year. He's got incredible hands, only a 3.3% drop rate, third in the nation in deep yards among tight ends, tied for second in deep catches. He is just an absolute mismatch no matter where you put him. Also, number 1 among tight ends in missed tackles forced. Harold Fannin Jr., tight end out of Bowling Green, right here at 64 to the Philadelphia Eagles. And then with the final pick in this mock at 96, my favorite Eagle of all time is Darren Sproles. He's also a guy that I have met and I absolutely like the hell out of. So I'm going to give Philadelphia a second running back behind Saquon Barkley that reminds me of Darren Sproles, only bigger. Quinshon Judkins, pick number 96, running back out of Ohio State. The knock on him is going to be that he cannot be a bell cow running back, and we have several that can be. The thing for Philadelphia, I don't need him to be a bell cow. I need him to be better than what I got out of Kenny Gainwell this past year, and he will no doubt do that. 3 straight 1,000-yard seasons in college football. First 2 at Ole Miss, 1,500 yards in 2022. Had over 1,150 in 2023, just over 1,000 this year, but only 193 carries. Average 5.5 yards per attempt, 14 touchdowns. The elusive grade is not as high as you would think for a guy that's as fast and as shifty as Quinshon Judkins is. But I think he's a number 2 running back in the NFL, and I absolutely love the idea of pairing him with Saquon Barkley for the long term to take some of those touches away from Saquon, to keep the tread on the tires and keep him in Philadelphia for years to come. If you like these picks, click the thumbs up at the bottom of the screen and subscribe to the channel so you can see all of our content. We do 3 more sets of mock drafts, 3-rounders that will come out the week after the combine, and then 7-rounders start after free agency kicks off in the middle of March. Next week, 2025 Scouting Combine, we will be there the entire week. I'm landing on Monday. We'll be there for the interviews Tuesday and Wednesday, then all workouts all day long. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, we're covering it all right here on the channel, so be sure to hit that subscribe button if you are a draft nerd like me. I'm at ESPN Draft Nerds. You can find me there on Twitter. You can also find me at ESPN Radio Asheville and NFLDraft.net. I'm Jeremy Green, and this has been a 3-round mock draft for the Philadelphia Eagles.
Cancel, yeah, you can try. You can't cancel what's been tonight. I ain't been had a shit, no silver spoon inheritance. Tired of trying to be what other people want me to be, and now you get what you see.